Chip, what are the products you're presenting here at DMEA 2026?
Yeah, so we're really excited. We're showing a number of new features that are really focused on passwordless access. So when we think about clinicians and what they do inside of the hospitals, we want to give really fast and efficient access that's secure. So we've highlighted some of our new technologies that we have, including how we're adding additional security capabilities, how we're doing things like facial authentication on top of our traditional badge tap to get clinicians into workstations quickly. We're highlighting how we're integrating with new environments, things like Apple and Macs, and we're also showing how we're integrating with shared mobile devices. So if you have clinicians that want to make rounds that are using iPhones or Android devices and want to do charting, want to use mobile applications, all of that's integrated so that our clinicians can get in very quickly, but very, very securely. We also are showcasing some of our new capabilities around identity governance. So how we control the permissions that users have within an environment and how we handle things like third-party access management and privileged accounts. So a lot of different pieces of technology all integrated in our centralized platform.
So what is the role AI is playing in your product development?
So we're using AI in a couple different areas. First, we've released new AI capabilities inside of our products. That's something that a number of our customers have been really excited about. Things like using agentic technologies to go out and, if we find a security incident, pull data to understand, to do the investigation automatically for those pieces. The other piece that we've announced is how we're securing things like agents so that we can go discover if you're using AI technologies, we can start to understand who should own, if you have agents, who should own those agents, understand the permissions of those agents, and really scope what they are allowed or not allowed to do. So it's discovering the agents and having a continuous cycle to understand what's allowed as a part of those agents. We work really, really hard to make sure that we're making this easy for our customers, because we believe that that hospitals are looking at agents, looking at different agentic technologies, and that if you can start scoping those agents now and getting ahead of the curve where users are using this, that you can secure them much more easily than trying to do it after the fact, after those agents have accessed different pieces. We're doing that both internally with our own products, which we're excited about, and we're working with different customers on how we can do that inside of their environments.
So what is the feedback you've been getting here in Berlin?
I think it's been incredibly positive. I think people are really excited about the new things that we're doing. So we've been showing sort of how we can use new technology, innovation technology, to do things like Macs and use the phone. So we've gotten a lot of positive feedback just in terms of how it's going to make clinical lives easier, really efficient, really easy to get in, and just intuitive. So we want to make it as simple as possible while really adding those security layers. So positive feedback. Obviously when we're in DMEA, which is great, we're really worried about privacy concerns too, and how we deal with regulatory compliance, those type of things. And so it's been really positive to see how we can provide this clinical access, but also drive compliance and deal with things like privacy. So it's been positive.